This video will show you how to mod your 3DS, old and new, on any region and any firmware version with the Ntrboothax method. And I will use these flashcards for this project. Let's get started. As previously mentioned, the Ntrboothax works on all 3DS variants, old and new, on any region, and on any firmware version. To follow this guide, you need at least one of these models. And you must have any on the Ntrboothax compatible flashcards in the video or the one you have, a small magnet, and a card reader. Before proceeding with this guide, we need to check if the console has been modified. Press and hold the select button and the power button. If you see the Luma 3DS configuration screen, it means your console has been modded, and you might need to follow the finalizing step only. But if you are directed to the home screen, you are welcome to follow the guide. Download the Ntrboothax pack from the link in the description. I will use 4 flashcards in this video, and we need to prepare each one for the Ntrboothax method. Let's begin with the 2019 version of the R4 SDHC dual core. This card is old, and when you put it inside an updated 3DS console, it doesn't work. However, this card works fine when we insert it into the NDS slide. Therefore, we will use this console to make it compatible with the Ntrboothax method. Remove the flashcard and remove the microSD card from it. Open the downloaded Ntrboothax pack, get into the Copy to Flashcard SD card folder, and copy the content into the flashcard's SD card. Reinsert the SD card into the flashcard and insert the flashcard into the NDS slide. Click the gamepad icon and select the Ntrboot flasher. Press the A button to continue. Select the R4i SDHC family. Choose Dump Flash. And enter the combo keys to backup the flash data from the flashcard. Press the A button to continue. Reselect the R4i SDHC family and choose Inject Firm. Enter the combo keys to continue. Press the A button to continue. Then reboot the console. Now the flashcard is not detected by the console. It means we have successfully flashed the Ntrboot firm into it. And we cannot see the flashcard icon when we insert the flashcard into the 3DS console. Next, we will prepare the R4i Gold 3DS Plus. Let's insert it into the console. And you can see the flashcard icon. Now let's remove it from the console. We must disassemble the card case to enable the Ntrboot mode on the R4i Gold 3DS Plus. Use your fingernail to pry the case carefully. To enable the Ntrboot mode, flip the switch to the left side or end. And reassemble the flashcard. And by doing that, now the flashcard is not detected by the console. And this is 100% normal. And now we will prepare the STARGATE 3DS for the Ntrboothax. This card is compatible with the Ntrboot by default. You don't need to insert or put anything into the card. And you will see this icon when you insert the card into the console. Now we will prepare the H3DSX flash card for the Ntrboothax method. This card has a mini switch on its side. We must insert a microSD card into it to make it functional. It doesn't matter if the card is blank, but we need it as an activator. We can see this icon on the console screen in the DS mode. To enable the Ntrboot mode, we need to slide the switch to the 3DS mode. And now the console cannot display the flash card presence. The Ntrboothax method exploits the sleep function on the 3DS. To find the sweet spot, I used a magnetic field viewer. Let's place it on the top of the 3DS and close the top lid. And now let's reopen the top lid, and you will see a dark spot on the film. Place a small magnet at the sweet spot, and the console should enter the sleep mode. Please remember this spot as reference. And now I will show the magnet sweet spot for the old 3DS XL. Again, I will use the magnetic field viewer to find it out. Let's place a small magnet on the sweet spot and the console will enter the sleep mode. And remember this sweet spot location for the old 3DS XL. The old 3DS is the only 3DS variant with a dedicated sleep button, so we need to flip the switch to enter the sleep mode. No magnet required. Now we will find out the sweet spot for the new 3DS. Let's use the magnetic field viewer. Place a small magnet around the sweet spot and the console should enter the sleep mode. Next, we will find the sweet spot on the new 3DS XL. Again, let's use the magnetic field viewer. Now place a magnet on the sweet spot and the console will enter the sleep mode. And finally, let's find out the sweet spot on the new 3DS XL. We will use the magnetic field viewer again. Let's place a small magnet around the sweet spot and the console will enter the sleep mode. Remove the SD card from the console and insert it into your computer. Open the Ntrboothax pack, get into the copy to console SD card folder, and extract its content to the console's SD card. Insert the SD card and the flash card into the console. Place the magnet on the sweet spot. Now press and hold the X, select, start, and the power button for several seconds. When you did it correctly, you will get into the Save B9S installer screen. Remove the magnet. Now do the same process on the old 3DS XL. You can use any Ntrboot compatible flash card to get the job done. And this is the old 3DS, no magnet required. On the old 2DS, enable the sleep function by sliding the switch to the right. And again, press and hold the button combo to get into the Save B9S installer screen. And this is the new 3DS. The new 3DS XL. And finally, the new 2DS XL. From this point, I will use my 2DS XL to continue the modding process, and I assume you have reached the Save B9S installer screen. On this screen, enter the combo keys to continue. Then press and hold the power button to turn off the console. And remove the SD card from it. Delete the boot.firm file from the SD card and rename the Luma 3DS _boot.firm file to boot.firm. Reinsert the SD card into the console. You may remove the flash card as it is not needed anymore. Turn on the console and you will see the Luma 3DS configuration screen. Press the start button to continue. Now let's open the system settings to find out the firmware version. As I made this video, the latest 3DS firmware version is 11.17. If your console has lower firmware, you better update it to the latest one. Updating the console after modding won't remove the custom firmware, and it is 100% safe to do. To update the firmware, click Other Settings, then slide right and choose System Update. And follow the on-screen instructions. You can reopen the system settings to find out the current firmware version. Now you can close the system settings. Press and hold the L, the pad down, and the select button to open the Rosalina menu. Select miscellaneous options. Choose dump DSP firmware. Press the B button to go back. Select nullify user time offset. Press the B button twice to go back to the main menu, and select power off. Now press and hold the start button followed by pressing the power button. Select God Mode 9. If you are prompted to backup the essential files and fix the RTC date and time, please do so. Press the home button and choose scripts. Select the finalize script. Press the A button to continue. Press the A button again and enter the combo keys to proceed. And press the A button to turn off the console. And turn on the console. Get into the system settings. Select data management. Choose Nintendo 3DS. Select software. And reset it. And then close the system settings. Now turn off the console. Now reopen the God Mode 9 by pressing and holding the start button and the power button. Press the home button, choose scripts, and rerun the finalize script. Press the A button twice, then enter the combo keys to continue. Now press the A button to turn off the console. Remove the SD card from the console. Create a new folder on your computer and name it anything. Open the newly created folder. Now get into the GM9 folder and enter the backup folder. Select all the files and copy or move it to your computer. If you want to restore your flashcard to the stock condition, you must utilize the Ntrboot folder. Since I want to skip it, I will delete this folder. Then I will delete the Ntrboot flasher payload inside the Luma/payloads folder. And then we can delete the boot9 strap folder as we don't need it anymore. Reinsert the SD card into the console and turn it on. And finally, unwrap all the newly installed titles. In this optional section, I will show you how to revert the flashcard to the stock condition. Let's begin with the R4i SDHC dual-core 2019. Remove the microSD card from it. Get into the Ntrboot folder and copy the R4i SDHC backup.bin file to the desktop. Get any modded 3DS console, turn it off, and remove the SD card from it. Open the Ntrboot folder and copy or move the flashcard binary file into it. Insert the console's SD card into the console. And insert the flashcard's SD card into the flashcard. And insert the flashcard into a modded 3DS. Press and hold the start button followed by pressing the power button. Then select the Ntrboot flasher. Press the A button to continue. Select the R4i SDHC family. And then select Restore Flash. Press the B button to go back, then choose Reboot. And the console can redetect the flashcard. To revert the R4i Gold 3DS Plus, redisassemble the flashcard and flip the mini switch to the D mode. To revert the H3DSX flashcard, simply flip the switch to the DS mode. And that's how we installed the Luma 3DS using the Ntrboothax method. I hope you like it and see you on the next video.